everyone, it is, as you know, Wednesday, December 22nd, 2010, and this is your daily dose of reptile news. Now, a little explanation about quality and background, and I'm experimenting with some different stuff here just in case. Worst case scenario, trying to keep the news going, maybe uploading from a different location if we lose the connectivity in the office here. So because of possibly uploading from a different location, I'm trying to compress it down, make it a quicker, easier upload. So yeah, that's the explanation. We're going to try this out for a while, see if you like it, whatever. But anyway, we've got some pretty crappy news to talk about today. Apparently in Lee County, a neighbor noticed the door ajar on his neighbor's house who was not home at the time. I believe it was in Miami, as a matter of fact. He went over there to check out what was going on, called out inside, didn't get a response, went back home, called his neighbor. While he was talking to his neighbor, found two juveniles coming out of the house with a box of crackers and a snake. Of course, being like any other good neighbor, the neighbor went and detained the two juveniles until Lee County Sheriff deputies arrived to arrest them. The owner of the home apparently says 5 of his snakes are missing. And now in Fayetteville, we have, it's a bad story for our hobby. A man was hospitalized after being bitten by a green mamba. He was hospitalized there in Fayetteville, at which time he was transported to another hospital to be treated. As it turns out, he was very lucky that this was just a dry bite. They go on to say that the green mamba was his pet, and deputies found in his home several cobras and pit vipers, all of which were removed by animal control and destroyed. And apparently a big surprise out of Arizona. Apparently Arizona Fish and Game officials got the shock of their life when they came across a 100-pound tortoise living in the Sonora Desert. They say the tortoise has been there long enough to dig 2 burrows, one of which was 9 feet deep. Now, this was obviously a big surprise because tortoises in Arizona do not get to 100 pounds. This was not a native tortoise. This was an African tortoise that they believe obviously was released, a released pet or escaped, probably released. Now, they of course are not sharing exactly what's going to happen to this tortoise. Presumably it will maybe be adopted out. I don't know. And here is it's a pretty bad story. I had no idea even. Apparently biologists are saying the small corner down in the Amazon basin in northern Bolivia where anacondas are native animals, they're saying that the entire wild population of anacondas could be wiped out within 3 years. They're blaming this on the Europeans that come over for the tourist attraction, obviously, to see the anacondas. They're blaming this on the bug repellent that they're using to try to protect themselves against malaria. They're saying that a local village, the tourist population has grown from a couple hundred to 12,000 a year, and where the anacondas once were a common sight are not so common anymore, and they're finding up to 30 of them dead each year. I had no idea that the tourism and the bug repellent was having such a huge impact on those snakes down there, and now they're saying within 3 years the population can be wiped out. That's just amazing. Anyway, let's move right on to the question of the day. The background, the green screen, the quality. Does anybody out there really care? Leave a text comment or a video response, and if you'd like to read any more of these stories, those links are right down below here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White. Now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other.